Hello students, this is Mrs. Sharp. We read a story just a few minutes ago called How the Plants Survive. And we're going to talk about some of our targets and some of the questions that we have today for our lesson. Our first target says, I can describe what plants need to survive. The second one says, I can identify how plants change to meet their needs in their environment. Some of the questions we're going to talk about: how can plants change or adapt to meet their needs? Why do plants change or adapt to meet their needs? And we're going to look at some pictures today and talk about these questions. What is the change? Who or what made the change? And how does the change meet the needs of the plant? All right, let's look at the very first picture. Let's look at this picture. What's the change that you see? Who or what made the change? How does the change meet the needs of the plant? Okay, look at that first picture. All right, let's look at the second picture. What is the change that you see in that picture? Who or what made the change? And how does the change meet the needs of the plant? Well, let's go back and talk about what the plant needs. The plant needs what? Sunlight, food, water, soil, air, and space. So let's talk about that first question that goes along with the first picture. What is the change? Let's go back and look at that picture again. Okay, well, the change is there's a broken sidewalk. Who or what made the change? It looks like to me that the tree made the change. And how does this change meet the needs of the plant? Well, it looks like that the plant needed more space and it was trying to find water. So bigger roots equal more water. Let's look at the second picture again. All right, let's talk about that. What is the change? We saw breaking rocks. Well, who or what made the change? Plants. The plant's roots are growing towards the water underneath of the rocks. They needed more space. They were trying to find food and maybe even trying to find sunlight. So they broke the rocks so that their roots could grow down and they could grow up towards the sunlight. So think about how a tree or plant can change their environment to meet the needs, just like the two examples that we just saw. Remember that a plant needs sunlight, food, water, soil, air, and space. Now, you're going to complete the seesaw activity and draw how a tree or plant can change its environment to meet its needs.